Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The LSU Tigers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Working that left side now. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The RPO, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. LSU lining up first and goal. Giving him his pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's right on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So the offense will go for it around midfield. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a... defense to turn it over on down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The give to the back. Showing off the arm. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. LSU quick to the line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. And he's not down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Getting some heat. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44. Line gets set, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going for it all. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Snap it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He makes the connection. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Makes the grab. It starts. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some.
Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes one deep. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense more than happy with it. Will decline the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The run from the shotgun. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Huffman. He's got the tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He leaves it with his back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Tigers will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you could tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, not only gets to him, doesn't let him break the tackle, gets him on the ground.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Complete in the middle. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. To the air, it's Huffman. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Direct snap. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Most defenses are... Good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. All kinds of running room. At the 20. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to slam in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Now they'll run the draw. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. So now they've been denied 3 straight times from the 2. Do you dare try it again?
Yes, you have to stay aggressive. All the points in today's college football, stay aggressive, keep the hammer down, try to get 6.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. A fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense...
Wide open, he makes the catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Touchdown doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
We know this quarterback is dynamic with his running ability, and on the 2-point attempt, they tried to use his legs to get it in, but the defense was there to stop him short.
Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goal. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that.
He lost one down the sideline. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here tonight.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Running back goes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Working the middle. Touchdown, LSU! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And back to the air on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Huffman. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Commodores are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to get...
He's going up top. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can... ...positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future?
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They want to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Huffman. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.